Looking to buy an ultra-modern SPS masterpiece in Steyn City? Good afternoon, this is Xavier with Luxury Homes Johannesburg. Today we are back in this exclusive lifestyle estate where we're about to tour this stunner. With me, listing agent Marussia from LuxLive Property Group, who's going to take us on a tour. As always, specs on the house. This is a 4-bedroom, 6-bathroom, 4-garage masterpiece. Guys, without further ado, Marussia.
Well, this home is certainly very unique, and I think you'll notice as we go from the facade, it's super futuristic, so ultra-modern look, but next level. And this is something this architectural firm is known for. They're very bold lines, and you can see I'm standing in front of the house, but just a couple of steps in front of me, there's this very super bold lines which at night get lit by the strip light. So imagine this house, nighttime, it's perched on top of the hill, it's super tall because it's on 3 levels, and then you have the strong architectural lines that we're seeing and we're going to carry on seeing as we go through the house. So impressive, it makes a statement, and if you want to make a statement, this is the house for you. So right in front of the entrance, we also have this path that leads us into the house, and it is floating steps over water. So this is all, it's actually quite shallow water, but it's also lit at night. The lights are built into the pond, should I call it. And we also have other features. We have the rock garden. We have some plants with, again, very bold plants that they've put in here. This is something that's very low maintenance, but at the same time, it makes a statement. And we have the statue. This is actually a statue of a face. It's almost like an alien that has just landed with the spaceship being the house.
You had to say it, huh?
I absolutely had to say it. I hear the aliens landing, so why not? We've now stepped into the house, and we have the double volume massive entrance, marble tiles, and these are super large tiles. It's over 1 meter in length. And immediately your eye is also drawn into the garden. And what we've got, and we'll see it when we're upstairs, but we have all these open air atriums, you know, the sky is above us, but we also see some of the lines, the architectural lines going through, and all of this is sliding doors. So summertime, imagine your doors are all open, free-flowing, and also imagine a lot of artwork right here. To my right, behind the camera, is 2 of the 4 garages, and then just walking forward, another 2 garages. So we have 4 garages on this ground floor level, and we have literally 2 ground floor levels. This is a 3-level house. And again, we're starting to see those bold lines again. They've been very, very striking really with the choice of color. You have this black base holding the floating staircase. You have wood steps, and then glass and steel. So all sorts of elements, natural elements, mixed and combined together. Of course, there's lights lighting up the staircase, and there's a lot of glass throughout the space. So from your landing here, what appears to be basically glass flooring, but it's also a skylight from the ground floor, and you can see the water from here as well, and as much glass as possible. So we have a little bit of brick here, but a lot of glass, because you're looking at green belts all around. So 360 green belt area. This is an entire glass wall as we come up the stairs onto the 2nd floor or the 1st floor, whichever way you want to look at it. And then let's just step towards the kitchen and the one side of the entertainment space, a lounge area. So as you come out of the staircase, lounge area to your left, and everything is geared towards the view. So I'm sure you can see the entire Steyn City is ahead of you. Absolutely breathtaking. I can see the city center. I can see parts of the golf course. I can see the parks. Absolutely gorgeous. Very high ceilings as well. And these are floor-to-ceiling windows that you're looking at. So you're getting as much natural light, as much view of the parks and of the scenery as you can possibly get. And again, we have glass corridors, super wide, from the lounge area leading into the kitchen space. And this is kitchen space and the dining room area at the same time. The kitchen, bold colors again. So we have the black framing of all the windows. What they've done here is this black wall that is framing all the main cupboards of the kitchen. And then what we got is the kitchen aisle. And they've chosen a very interesting looking marble stone. This is Caesar stone on top, on the aisle as well as on the side here, with a touch of wood and some white cabinetry as well. And we have an entire 8-seater breakfast nook or everyday table, and then space for your massive dining room table right here. That can just be a continuation of the kitchen, or you can even make it another lounge area. Why not? Just want to show you a few of the service rooms right here. So to my right is the guest toilet, one of two. Beautifully designed. I like the fact that they've even put hooks there. You know, it almost looks like coat hooks, but of course you put your towels there. But very beautiful framing of the mirror and so on. And then there's a sliding door here leading into the scullery section. And the scullery section also a ton of cupboard space, but also a lot of countertop space. So this really would serve as your second kitchen, your catering space, laundry, and you've got sliding doors that lead out onto the green belt. So really bright and sunny.
Speaking of which,
it doesn't get brighter or sunnier than this. Massive sliding doors. Again, we've got floor-to-ceiling windows here. And this takes us out onto the entertainment area. This is truly an entertainer's dream. And I think what you're looking at is the atrium there that you can see from the entrance. And now we stepped into the patio area. Very deep overhang, so you can put your soft furniture here. Super high ceilings again. They've also, done the special effect with the ceiling above us. You can have beautiful lights. You can even add more lights if you want to, or some speakers. And they've created this section here. I imagine you can put a bar here, or you can have an elevated yoga studio that overlooks the pool area.
very nice. And I love how the reflection of the pool plays light-wise on our ceiling as well. It's such a nice feeling, very welcoming.
It is gorgeous, yes. And we are on a green belt here. So what you can see on your left-hand side, we've got the shallow pool area here. And I'm literally going on the steps just above it. Of course, you can sit here, sip your cocktails, or you can just soak up the sun and the warm summer water. It's not warm at the moment, but it can be. We also have built-in lights into the pool as well, so it looks absolutely brilliant at night. And then we go into the deep section for that swim or the playing, children playing and so on. And what they've done here is they've basically surrounded this entire space with the glass balustrade. So we have that entire section basically framed with almost invisible looking glass because we've got the green belt. So you don't want to lose any of the view. But as you stand here, the view of the house, once again, the bold choices of the architects. It's a very striking house.
Very impressive indeed. Over 3 levels. So even though you only see 2 levels here, actually the main level or the entry is the level below. We're going to be seeing the bedrooms now. But I want to make sure that we have an idea on the layout of the land. But you can see here all these sliding doors. There are massive sliding doors. Open up on that side into the bar, on that side into the kitchen and the entertainment area. Very, very impressive.
I imagine you put a couple of cushions here and you just sit and enjoy the look of your house whilst chatting to your friends. And then you take a few steps up and you're into the entertainment space. So now this area is to the right of the staircase landing as we came up the stairs. This is the bar area. You can put your TV here. You can put massive lounge suite here or whatever other furniture you find suitable. Stunning bar with the same Caesar stone countertop. It's a waterfall bar areas here with a lot of built-in cupboards. They've chosen grays here. Also with the wood and also with some black framed and tinted glass cabinetry as well.
Very, very impressive. Let's have a look. If I entertain here, this is my view. There you go.
And again, super high ceiling. We have concealed mood lighting around. Plus, we also have the, this drop light that's quite modern looking, and it also gives enough light for your mixing of cocktails. So you can see your cucumber as you chop it. And this is the second guest toilet. So we have one next to the kitchen, one next to the bar. And we all know, if you're sitting next to the bar, you want the toilet close by for those beer days. And then we stepped into the fourth bedroom now. This is the guest bedroom. Oh, look, wood flooring. And again, a ton of natural light here. Absolutely gorgeous views. And then an ensuite with lots of cupboards. There's a built-in air conditioner.
Very nice. And this is just a guest suite.
Yes. This guest suite is on our ground floor, first floor, middle floor, out of 3 floors. And let's step back towards the top floor. And just another point, they've put all these cool elements here. So we've got a slightly lowered ceiling here to give us the opportunity to put some lights in. And they've done also some mood lights that are following the line of the windows. Nice attention to detail here.
The sheer size of this entrance hall, that was a massive pivot door, and yet it dwarfs relative to the rest of the space.
Space, you said space, spaceship. Doesn't this look like it?
Oh no.
It's a very, very cool house. It's very unusual. You don't see many elements here that you've seen before, so it's a really, really nice, unique, bespoke home. And now we're heading up. And I like this attention to detail here. Often you see those open cavities that when you have the floating staircases that come all the way from the ground floor up, and that could be a potential if you have a Yorkie to fall through. So they've made sure they've protected your little puppies. Even both sides, the balustrades.
Even your chow chow would fall through though.
My chow chow won't even put a foot through. Okay, so we've got a really nice here concealer frame. So we have the wooden slats, just giving a little bit of privacy because we are facing those windows from the staircase. And we land in a pajama lounge, and we'll go around the corner shortly so I can show you what your study would look like. But first, let's step into the main bedroom. Another stunner of a room. It's always difficult to show when it's an empty room, but this is the space of your bed, king-size bed that is. So all the other space would be for your couch and lounge area. And then you have this wraparound balcony that gives you again the view of the green belt, the park. And on the other end, it gives you the view of the entire Steyn City. So it's not a 360 view, but I would call it a 280 view.
I love what they did here outside as well with the ceiling, and it just have a plain overhang. They actually had it, look at those lines again that you mentioned earlier.
It's stunning, and they've used steel here, not wood, so very low maintenance. But the effect is incredible. We have an aircon again here. So as I said, your bedside table will end here. So this is your lounge area with the TV facing that way. And then you've got the big window on the one side. And from there, we step into the walk-in closet, which is massive because it goes the entire length of the 2 walls that we are walking down towards the bathroom. Freestanding bath. They've chosen black finishes for the taps. And then we've got, again, a mixture of a bit of wood. Here we've got the dark grey Caesar stone with the light grey cabinet and the seamless shower, again with the black finishes, the shower head and so on.
Stunning. I love the tiling there as well, the 3D tiling that they've used.
Yes, I was about to mention there's another texture element to the tiles here. So we've got the wood floors here as well. And with the 3D tiles, it gives you the impression of a waterfall actually.
Very fair.
Grey cabinets. And these are all matte finish. And I really like the matte finish because there's no fingerprints.
Especially when you have kids, huh?
Or husbands. Okay, so this is the pajama lounge. We've been through it, but one more time. Beautifully spacious. And this here is your study area. And what a study with a view. Absolutely stunning. I wouldn't mind working here.
Stunning. Truly, truly. This is an amazing property, feature after feature. And something that I'm personally really big fond of, and I love the fact that we've seen this. I've never seen anything like this. You know the pocket windows, or what do you call it, the clear story windows? Look at that, all the way on top, across the entire hallway, on the way to the bedrooms. Beautiful.
Then we've got 2 more bedrooms at the end of the corridor, nice and private. Bedroom number 1, all with the same wooden flooring and access to the ceiling balcony. Aircon as well. And around the corner, the ensuite and a lot of cupboard space. And this is a full ensuite.
Oh, lost you. Where are you?
In the bathroom.
Are you decent? Oh, okay.
So just to point out, we've got the same style bathroom as the main bathroom. Rounded mirrors. I really like these mirrors, and they're backlit, so at the press of a button. And then we've got the same feature down effect. So the same quality has been consistent throughout the space.
Interesting that you say that. It reminds you of a waterfall. I was thinking more, you know, the flow that you have on the beach, the sand?
Yes, water trickling over sand.
Yes.
Then it gives you a bit of a Zen garden feeling. You just want to take a break. Okay, so we've got an ensuite. The other bathroom was a full ensuite. This one is with a shower and another gorgeous bedroom. Again, entire glass. Both walls here are full glass, floor to ceiling. The suspended ceiling again with the built-in aircon. And we've got the access to the same balcony that we saw from the other bedroom. And they've got that privacy screen here as well. So it really gives a great effect from the outside. And if you can just imagine what you'll be looking at when your guests are arriving, what they will be looking at, and every day you come home, it's a house to be proud of.
I love the addition here, like you said, green belt, all the way. Truly stunning.
And you can also see it is also a low maintenance house. It is designed to be an entertainer's house as well. We have the 3 levels, so it also gives you that step count that you need. So if you don't feel like going to one of the gyms that you've got at leisure in Steyn City as well as outside Steyn City, just go up and down the stairs a few times and you're sorted for the day.
Like you and I today. How many steps?
I'll do a final count when we're done with the half.
Guys, what do you think? Is this not the most impressive, stunning SPS masterpiece that you've seen? Gorgeous.
And we've got tile outside. So again, back to the low maintenance garden. You know, other than the atrium, the rest of the gardens are really the Steyn City Greenbelt gardens. So you have the benefit of looking at the stunning plants outside, but letting someone else take care of them. So you just have the low maintenance entertainer's home.
Oh, Marussia, this is probably one of the most impressive structures that we've toured in recent times, would you not say?
Absolutely, it is stunning. And just looking at the curve they've used outside, I'm sure this takes quite a lot of engineering and, builder's prowess.
Guys, as always, Marussia's details are below. Make sure to reach out, phone number, email, drop a comment, let us know what you think about this. Do you think we should do more of these in Steyn City? Of course, as you know, we also cover Copperleaf, as well as Blair Athol, Serengeti, any of the waterfall estates. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We'd like to do a tour of your property, sell your property, buy a property, rent a property. Marussia, place to be. Guys, thank you so much for your attention and have an awesome, awesome day.